How's it guys, my name's Coetzee. I'm currently here at Lone Hill Dam in Lone Hill area. Today I'm going to tell you guys about a sweet little gadget that's from overseas, from Lithuania. It's called the Deeper. Some of you guys are thinking, what is a Deeper? The Deeper is actually one of the best tools you can have in your tackle box. I'm going to go through the steps of how the Deeper works, what it actually does. It's just for you guys. I'm an avid fisherman. I love going fishing. I cannot think of anything better. For me, my tackle box is very important, and everything that I do in my tackle box determines the fish I bring out. So I mean, I like going for carp, I like going for barbel, bass, trout, yellowfish, mudfish, everything that we have here in South Africa. And one of my friends actually told me about this little product, and I'm not usually the type of guy that goes onto new products. I like the way I fish, and when I saw this little product, I was like, okay, well, let me give it a test and see what it actually does. And it's actually amazing. It's a little ball. I'm going to show you guys now, the size of my hand. You throw it into the water, and what it actually does, it tells you the depth of the water. It tells you how hot the water is. If there are any fish around there, you'll see it will tell you what vegetation there is, if there's structure underneath the water. So it's basically a portable fish finder for you to know that if you are at the dam and you are in the right spot and where you're going to cast during the day, if there are any fish there. Like you can see, I've got a standard little 8-foot rod here with a bait runner on it. I'm running 8-pound normal line with 12-pound leader. I'm going to show you basically what this little Deeper looks like. Some of you are expecting a huge thing. Basically, this is the size of the Deeper. It comes with attachment points. It's got 3 modes. It's got onshore mode, it's got boat mode, and it's got ice fishing mode. What I really like about this is, like I said, I'm a very avid fisherman. I like going for carp, barbel, that type of stuff. For carp, this is brilliant. For barbel, this is brilliant. It actually shows you where the fish are hiding, how deep they are. And if you're a real fisherman, you should know the depth of your water shows you what bait. If you're going to go for carp and they are deep, you know that you're going to use your does and you're going to use your floaties and that kind of stuff. And if, for example, we're going for bass on the side of the river, we know we're going to use jigs, we're going to use poppers. So what I'm going to do now is basically I'm going to put it into the attachment. As you can see, there are 2 attachment points. What's nice now, a lot of people are looking at this, where's the on button? This little gadget is so insane that as soon as it touches the water, it sends off a Wi-Fi signal to my phone, which I'll explain to you guys in a minute and how it works. So as I'm not on the boat mode, I'm not going to go to the side. I'm going to go to the top as it's going to land into the water and just stay like that. So now it's very simple. I'm literally just screwing my Deeper in. From here, once it's secure, there's no need to take a vice grip or anything and tighten it. All you have to do is just basically tighten it softly. You've got your line, 12-pound line here. It's literally simple. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put it through the Deeper's loop. I'm just going to make a small blood knot. Right, so as you've seen, I've just attached my Deeper. It's attached to my line. Like I said to you guys, look at the size of this little thing. It will not take up any space in your tackle box. It is literally right there just for you to use. Now comes the fun part. If you're an iPhone user, if you're an Android user, guess what? It works on both phones. It's very simple. I've attached the Deeper to my line now. I'm going to go onto my phone and show you exactly how this is done. I've gone to the App Store. I've downloaded the Deeper app. The Deeper app is now on my home screen. I'm going to go to my settings, make sure that my Wi-Fi is on. In the middle there it says Deeper. Now if your Deeper does not automatically pick up on the Wi-Fi, that is because it's not in the water. As soon as the Deeper hits the water, it sends off an automatic Wi-Fi code. Right, so now I've exited my Wi-Fi is on. I literally go into my Deeper app, and now my Deeper app is open. Something nice about this app as well is when you go to the settings, you can get all your offline apps and you can get all your offline maps as well, and it basically shows you where you are. So now I've turned on my Deeper, I've pushed my map button, and it shows me, look, I'm right here at Lone Hill. There's the body of water that I'm about to fish and look for if there's anything. And what's nice about this, guys, is if I go into my settings, I can do all the general stuff, the brightness. Like I said, there's my offline maps. I've downloaded the South African map. Now I'm going to go to manage Deeper. I've paired all my Deepers, all that is good, it's green, we're connected. I'm going to go down and Sonar mode. This is very important, guys. When you do Sonar mode, you must make sure it is either on standard mode, which does everything, or like I am doing right now, onshore mode, as I'm fishing off the side of the shore. Right, so now that everything's activated, I go to this little button right here. I make sure that my fish icons are on. If your fish icons aren't on, you will not pick up any fish. Fish icons are on. My smart imaging is detailed. My frequency is setting on 290 kilohertz. My sensitivity is very high, as I really want to know what is in the bottom of this dam, how much vegetation is here, and what is actually around here. I should have brought my kayak here. The nice thing about the Deeper, it's got a lot of applications that you can attach to it. So it's got a night mode where you actually get a night cover for it. It's got a flexi arm that you can put onto the side of your kayak. If I had my kayak here right now, I'd put my deeper onto the side and I would map out this whole dam. But like you guys are about to see, I'm about to take my deeper, cast it into the dam, and let's see what is there. Make sure your eye is always clean so you don't snap your deeper off. And literally just a soft pass to wherever you want to go. Right, now that my deeper is actually in the water, I'm going to take up my phone. I'm going to go to my deeper app, and instantly it should actually give me a signal. There we go, the signal is live. Where I've casted at the moment is 1.6 meters deep. There's my first fish. It is literally sitting at 1.7. There's my second fish and my third fish. What's nice about this, guys, is if I click on the mode now, I can see what map I'm doing, where I am. And just remember one very vital important thing. When you bring in your deeper, do not go quick. You want to map out the area of where you are fishing. So I know to my right now where I've just casted in, I have seen 3 fish. The bottom looks very clean. We've got a bit of vegetation. As it comes closer, you'll see that it's either the depth is going to get less or it's actually going to go deeper. What's nice about this now is, as we said, it's cloudy, there is sun here, but we don't know what the weather is. A lot of us, when we do fishing, we always want to fish until the last moment. So now, as an avid fisherman, I'm actually just going to quickly click on the weather, see what the weather is here today. Humidity 34%, 24 degrees. I'm happy with that. I can carry on fishing. Comes close to me, as you can see, we're still at 1.6 meters. And there's my 4th fish, my 5th fish, and my 6th fish. So guys, like I said, this little spot here at Loneuil Dam to the right, where the fountains are, is actually one of my favorite spots to come and fish, as this is where the fish like to lie deep. Oh, brilliant, brilliant, another fish there. Depth 1.6 meters, loving this device. I cannot wait to take this device all over to all the fishing spots I know. Guys, stay tuned. Like I said, I'm Coetzee. I'm going to be here to help you guide yourself through the deeper device. Step by step, we'll get through this together. And I challenge you to get a bigger fish than me with this little device. This is Luke, signing out.